Hello, everybody. This is Professor Collins. I'm going to be doing a series of online screencast lectures to try to get us up to speed with the course since we have lost so much time due to the weather-related cancellations. I'd like to begin by going briefly through the syllabus, making sure everyone is on the same page. Of course, you can find a copy of the syllabus on Blackboard, but let's go through it. Of course, we know that we're supposed to meet Monday evenings at 6 p.m. Please make sure, some of you have already been doing this, but if class is canceled because of the weather situation, make sure you check your email. I will always try to send you updates and some assignments to keep us moving forward. Okay? So, the course objectives as they are laid out in the syllabus. Basically, this course is to help you to understand media communication in the information age, to learn communication process and theories, to understand media effects, to learn the historical development of books, newspapers, and magazines, to learn the development and business of radio, television, film, and the recording industry, and to understand the new electronic or digital media. We'll also spend some time looking at media stereotypes, learning how to recognize them, and discussing the dangers of them. And of course, we'll also discuss the importance of ethics and social responsibility in the media. I should add that even if you do not usually partake in some of these forms of media, you will be expected for this course to take a look at them and be able to discuss them. So, for example, when we discuss magazines, I know that some of you may not read or regularly read magazines, but you will be expected to read some and be able to discuss them for the course. Okay? Now, let's go down a little bit to required course materials. Of course, the textbook is a required textbook. Hopefully, you have all picked it up by now. It is called Media Essentials. It is the edition, the second edition, and it has a picture of a woman on it. It looks like she's sitting on a subway, and she's looking, her head is turned to her right. Okay? You also need to make sure that you have online access, and you need to make sure that you are signed up for a Twitter account. Twitter is free, and you do need to do it for this course. That is required. Okay? Now, basic rules. Of course, we'll go through these briefly when we actually meet in person, and hopefully that will be on Monday, February 9th. But just make sure that you know that you are expected to get to class on time, especially since it's a once-a-week course. It's going to be really important that you pay attention to the attendance. Since it is a once-a-week course, you cannot miss more than 2 full classes or you will be dropped. Okay? Your essays, we'll go over that in a minute, but just know that I do not accept late assignments under any circumstances. Of course, because of the special situation with the storm delays, I am accepting this first essay late. I am giving those of you that submitted it on time extra credit. Okay? But going forward, all essays must be submitted on time. Even if there's a weather-related situation, you must submit it online on time. Okay? Now, let's go down to grading policy. This course, you will have a written midterm and a written final exam. Both exams are mandatory. Any student who does not take the final exam will fail the course. So even if you're pulling an A for the course, if you miss the final, you will fail. Okay? You will also be asked to do a final oral report. This will be based on the reports and discussions and papers that you will be producing during the semester, when we will be talking about your experience with books, your experience reading magazines or newspapers if you do so, your favorite films, your favorite television shows, the music you listen to, the radio stations that you listen to. Okay? You will also be required to tweet throughout the semester, and this will be graded as a journal. Okay? So the Twitter Project Journal, that's your tweeting. Okay? You will be asked to write 6 essays in total. Then you have the 2 exams. You have your final oral report, your Twitter journal. We will have quizzes every week, and we will start having those quizzes. Even if we do not meet in person, we will have the quizzes online. Okay? You won't have a quiz, of course, for the first class, but after that, expect to have a weekly quiz. Okay? Basically, just to review the material that we will go over. All right? Now, let me explain little bit about the Twitter journal. Basically, with the Twitter journal, you will be required to tweet at least twice a week. Okay? Now, this is to make sure that you're keeping up on issues and to get you a little bit more comfortable as far as participating in digital media. So here's what you need to do. You're going to go on to Twitter, your Twitter account. All right? And when you're on Twitter, what you do is that you can decide to follow different accounts or different people. Okay? These are different Twitter accounts that I follow. Okay? Sometimes it can be a newspaper, it can be a magazine, it can be an individual, it can be an interesting website. Whatever it is, that's fine. Okay? But you need to sort of select some people or some subjects or some organizations that you are going to tweet about. All right? Then what you need to do is it comes up on your Twitter feed. Okay? So in this case, this is my Twitter feed, my personal Twitter feed, and this is sort of what's coming up. So basically, what you would do then is go to a tweet, something that interests you, okay? And then what you would want to do is you can either elect to retweet it or copy it and then put it in your own Twitter. So in this case, I'm going to take this tweet, I'm going to copy it, right? Then I'm going to go and post it on my Twitter feed. And I'm also going to make a comment, all right? So, Nelson George, he's a very well-known author. All right, I'm going to make it fit. And then what I would do is just sort of make my own comment and say, okay, now that's too many. Okay, so maybe I'm just going to leave it, I can't wait. Of course, with Twitter, you know, you are limited in the number of characters, right? And it'll tell you if you're over. All right, once you make your comment, okay, this is from him. Let's make sure that's clear from him. Okay, these are my comments, yes? Once I'm done with my comments, I'm going to put my initials, and then I'm going to put hashtag 128. Now, what that will do is that will make sure that when I do a search later on for the classroom Twitter, your tweet will show up along with your initials, so that will let me know that you did it. And then you just tweet it out. Okay? So now that's one way to do it. Okay? And then there it is. Now, another way to do it would be to, if you actually want to click on a story, and then comment on it that way. So you could easily go to a story online. Okay, so here I've gone to the story online, and then if I click Twitter at the top of the story, hello, come on Twitter. As you can see, sometimes this takes forever. It doesn't really take that long. So it's just like waiting for paint to dry sometimes. And this is an old laptop, so it's a little slow. Oh my goodness. Okay. So basically what you want to do, you need to do 2 of these a week. That's not much. Two tweets a week. 2 tweets a week. All right? There it goes. Okay. So, sorry for that long pause. Okay. It's a little stuck right now. There it goes. Come on. Sorry. You can also play around with what works for you as far as time wise and ease wise, okay? Um, and hopefully your laptop or your computer isn't slow like this one is, so it'll do it quickly. Okay. So, all right. So now it's finally copied it in here, and then you would make your comment. Little comment, right? Then your initials, then the hashtag. Hashtag ENG128. Okay? And then you tweet it. There you go. Okay? So that's what the Twitter project is about. That's what this course is about. And I will also post some other screencast lectures that take us through some of the lectures that we did not get to do in person. I look forward to working with you. I look forward to meeting you this semester, and I look forward to working with you. Okay? Thank you.